Hello and welcome everybody to my Leviathan raid guide. This is the first raid guide that I am making, so hopefully this helps some of you guys out. And if you want to see more raid guides, then I'll make some more in the future, so stay tuned for that. For the first part of the Leviathan is going to be this Castellum part. This part is completely optional, so if you don't want to do it, you don't have to. You can just go through the underbelly and be completely fine, get all your rewards and stuff. But assuming you want to do this part, I'm going to explain it now. So your first 3 encounters are going to be completely random in the order that they come in. So every week it's just going to be a different rotation. So if you just pull out your ghost, you'll be able to find out which encounter you're going to. The poles will be the sun symbol, Gauntlet will be the axe symbol, gardens will be the dog symbol, and Calus will be the cup symbol. So in the Castellum, you'll want to go to the symbol that correlates with the encounter you're going to. So in this case, it's going to be the Gauntlet symbol, which is the axe. So we're over at axe, and it will show some little white symbol. The runners will go ahead and go to that white symbol and kill all the ads there. Once all the ads are dead there, then they'll kill the boss that spawns. That boss will spawn a lollipop, and they can go ahead and bring the lollipop over to home base, where the next encounter door is. In this case, it's Gauntlet. And then there will be another white symbol that spawns, and they can go ahead and go to that one. Just rinse and repeat until they get 3 lollipops. The defenders will be killing all the ads there, and most importantly, the yellow bar legionnaires, because they will steal your lollipops, and if they steal one, then you have to redo it. So you don't want to do that, that's just a big time waster. The other thing you have to watch out while defending is these scions that spawn in a bubble. And you just have to make sure to go punch them, otherwise they will spawn a immune shield around the legionnaires, which makes it really hard to kill them, as you would imagine. And they will definitely steal your lollipops when they touch your plate. Once you get all 3 lollipops inserted into the home base, then you are done with the Castellum and you can head to one of the actual encounters. The Gauntlet will be split up into 4 different areas. There will be the cup, the dog, the axe, and the sun. You'll want to have 1 person on each of those areas, and then there will be 2 runners. They will go to the cup side and the dog side, 1 on each. The goal here is just to clear out everything that comes out as quickly as possible. There will be a yellow bar that spawns at the very end. Make sure you kill them quickly. And then on dog and cup, there will be a ball that spawns. The runners will have to pick up those as quickly as possible. And they'll be teleported inside the Gauntlet. They will see a red circle around one of the 9 holes that they see. They will want to call out the position of the red circle horizontally, so either top, bottom, or middle. And they will also want to call out the symbol that they see above it, so cup, dog, axe, or sun. This will let the people on the plates know where to shoot and what to shoot. They will be shooting whatever is not called, so if they call the bottom, then they're going to shoot middle and top. If they call middle, then they're going to shoot top and bottom. If they call top, you're going to shoot middle and bottom. The easiest way to do this is to have cup and dog always shoot the topmost, and to have axe and sun always shoot the bottommost. Cup and axe will be grouped up, so they'll shoot for each other whenever they hear their symbol called, either one. And same goes for sun and dog. After you shoot the corresponding triangles, they should turn green or red if you messed up. If they turn red, the runner won't get a extra ball extending timer. But either way, if they turn red or green, wherever they pass through, so if they pass through Cup, then you're going to have to jump down and punch the Scion that spawns. If you do not kill that Scion, he's going to spawn projections, and the projections, if not killed quickly, will kill you. Once the runner completes their lap, they will be teleported back out. They'll need to go to the middle and dunk their ball into the middle. It will just automatically dunk, they don't have to hold Hex or anything. And then it's just a rinse and repeat of that same thing 3 times. On the third run, the plates will start to move up and down. Don't worry about that too much, it's not that big of a deal to deal with. And for the runners, they will have less floor, so some of the floor will fall out. Just need to make sure you're not jumping in the holes. Once all of that is completed 3 times, then you will move on to the final gauntlet. For the final gauntlet run, you will all need to go to the middle and pick up a psionic ball that spawns in the middle. This will teleport you inside the gauntlet. All 6 of you will be in there. And there will be 4 balls that spawn on each set of rings. So you'll want to make sure that everybody gets a ball at least once per 2 circles. The easiest way to do this is to have the runners pick up a ball every single time. And for Sun and Dog to pick up 1, 3, and 5. And for Cup and Axe to pick up 2 and 4. This should give everybody enough time to make it. And the only other thing you want to watch out for is halfway through the floors will start falling out, so just make sure you're not falling in the holes. You'll need to get 3 people through this if you had no runners die in previous 3 gauntlet runs. And if you had another runner die earlier on, then you'll need to get 1 extra person for each time somebody's died. And if 2 gauntlet runners die in one of those first 3 runs, then you just wipe. And once you get 3 people through that last gauntlet run, this will be the encounter complete, and you can move on to your next encounter. To exit the Gauntlet encounter, you will need to either go through Castellum again and go to the next encounter, or you can go to the Underbelly and you'll need to pull these levers in the correct order. The order is going to be the pots on the floor. It will be smallest pot to the biggest pot. And then these 2 doors will open up. You'll take the left door and follow the sun symbol if you need to go to pools. If you need to go to Calus or Dog, you'll go to the underside right here. If you're going to Dogs, you will follow the dog symbol, and if you are going to Calus, you'll follow the cup symbol. For the Pleasure Gardens encounter, you are going to want to just clear out the entire room. Once the entire room is cleared out, these 2 prisms will spawn. You'll have 2 prism holders and the rest will be on the ground team. We are first going to cover the prism holders and their jobs. So for the right side, there will be a yellow bar that spawns out of those 3 doors. They will spawn every time you destroy a flower. Right now I'm showing you all the flower locations that you will have to shoot at and standing inside of the light, while all 4 of the ground teammates are standing next to the flower. There will be dogs on the ground, so be careful when jumping between rocks to shoot at different spots. And then we'll skip to the left side. For the left side, you can simply jump on top of this Calus head and you can do everything that you need to from up here. So out of those top doors are where your yellow bar is going to spawn every time a flower is destroyed. And then you can look at these locations right here. It's also the prism holders' jobs on both sides to let their teammates know where the flowers are. There will be 1 on each side. For the 4 ground runners, you are going to want to pick up these pollens and bring them to the flowers. But there's going to be 6 dogs across the map that are going to be trying to catch you, and if they catch you, it starts damage phase. So try standing behind cover, looking around corners, try not getting caught, and wait till the dog is looking away from you, and then you can slowly make your move on to the flower. Goal is to have all 4 players be next to the flower, and then one of the prisms can shoot it, and you can move to the next flower. And you can use this middle part in the area a lot because there's not any dogs that are in the middle, so make sure to use that to your advantage as you move around. You'll want to also assign everybody a dog, as there's 6 dogs on the map and there's 6 players, so just assign everybody 1 dog, and then once damage phase starts you can go kill your dogs. If you use like a sword, then you like Dark Drinker or the Falling Guillotine, then you will be able to kill your dogs easily with 24 stacks. So you could just right now go to your dogs and be perfectly fine, kill them. But if you just want a little bit more protection, you can keep running around and get as many stacks as you want. If for whatever reason all 6 dogs are not dead and you're running out of time for damage phase, you will all need to go back to the top of the Calus statue or the bottom of the base of it, go through where you first jumped down to get the pollen orbs again, and that will be your safe room. There the doors will reopen, the prism holders will have to jump up through the top to grab their prisms again, and then the people on ground can just do the same thing as normal. This time, if you've killed dogs, you will have less time, so just make sure to try killing them in that first phase. It shouldn't be that hard with a sword. So once you kill all of your dogs, that will be encounter complete, and I will show you how to get to the next encounter. To go to your next encounter, you can either go through Castellum again, or you can go through the underbelly. If you are going to the pools encounter, you'll want to step onto this plate. Then you can head up to the pipes and go follow the sun symbol that way. To get to the Gauntlet encounter or the Calus encounter, you'll need to come over to the left side and step on the button that will be right here. And then you can go ahead and enter through the doorway right here. And if you need to go to the Gauntlet encounter, follow the axe symbol. If you need to go to Calus, then follow the cup symbol. To start their Royal Pools encounter, you'll want to stand on all 5 plates at the exact same time. And to complete it, you will need to keep 1 person on each of the 4 outer plates until they lock. And to do that, you're going to want to split up into 2 teams of 3, 3 on left and 3 on right. You'll have 1 person going to the middle and grabbing the buff, and then heading down to the other person that is on your side, your team. Just keep swapping them in and out, going up and down, making sure everybody still has their psionic protection buff, keeping them alive from the water, where if you do not have the buff, then you will not survive. So the little orb in the middle will keep you alive. Just make sure you keep swapping everybody in and out. And then you can move on to damage phase. And damage phase is really simple. Titans have hammers to destroy one side by themselves. Warlocks have a Nova Bomb to destroy a side by themselves. If you are not a Warlock or a Titan, then you can use any explosive weapon for damage, so Xenophage is pretty good. The 1K is also really good. You can also use a grenade launcher with like spike nades or something. Those will work perfectly as well. Either way, just destroy all 9 crystals and move on. To exit the pools encounter, you can either go through Castellum again, or you can step on these 4 plates, go through this door and follow the axe symbol to get to Gauntlet encounter. To get to the dogs encounter and the Calus encounter, you'll need to pull these levers in the order that I'm showing right here. So the first one was what I just shot at, and the second lever is right down here. Third is right there, and the fourth one is all the way up there on the other side. And then you can head down the hole that it opens to get to and follow the dog if you're going to the dogs encounter, and the cup if you're going to Calus. The final boss, Calus. To start the encounter, you'll want to shoot his cup, and then you're just going to be clearing out the room, trying to make sure nothing is going to kill you, stay alive. And then you should see 4 scions in the bubbles spawn on 4 of these plates. They'll all have a symbol above their heads, and you do not want to punch them, but well, yet anyway. But there's 4 of them. Then all 6 of you are going to be teleported into the void room. You'll want to have 3 people stay in here and 3 people grab one of those orbs to go back to the throne room. In the void room, you're going to want to have 1 person standing on left, middle, and right. You'll want to have the void people call out from left to right the symbol on top of Calus's forehead. Throne room will punch the symbol that is not called out. So if void room called out cup, dog, and axe, then the void room would punch the dog. We'll have to do that every single time you move forward, and just watch out for the little ramps that will push you up and fly you over the barricade. You don't want to jump in this encounter at all. Stay on the ground, shoot the projections, shoot scions. You definitely want to kill those scions quickly, cross shoot them, because they will blast you up as you just saw there. And I just got lucky that I survived that. But make sure you're killing those projections. If they last long enough, they'll wipe you. Once you get to the end, then he's going to shoot out all, or spit out all of these little skulls. You want to use an auto rifle or an SMG. Auto rifles work the best. I have a Reckless Oracle with Mulligan on it, which works really well. Just use that to take down as much of these skulls as possible, because this will be your damage buff for a damage phase. So the more skulls you get, the more damage you'll do. In the throne room, there will be Calus sitting in the middle. We'll have an overshield on him and start burning you all alive. You'll want to make sure to break his shield before he fully burns you guys. Then once you guys all get teleported back, just go ahead, jump on one of the plates. Make sure you all jump on the same plate and do damage. You can just shoot him until he dies and move on to the next plate. Make sure you all go to the same plates. Don't pop a bubble on the plates because you can't shoot through bubbles, so pop it on these sides. Then you can use whatever for damage. He'll most likely be one phase with whatever you use. I'm using Xenophage right here. You can use 1K or Wendigo, Izzy, whatever you want really. And then after that, he'll spawn in an overshield. Just destroy that, and you have completed the Leviathan raid. I hope this helped some of you guys out, and I'll see you in the next one.